Take a good look at the world around you. It feels substantial, heavy, and undeniably solid. When you sit in a chair, you trust it to hold you up. When you pick up a cup of coffee, you don't expect your hand to pass right through the ceramic. But as a physicist, I have to let you in on a secret that sounds like science fiction. The solidity you experience every day is actually a massive cosmic illusion. If we were to zoom into the atoms of that chair, we would find that they are 99.9999% empty space. To put that in perspective, if an atom were the size of a massive football stadium, the nucleus would be like a small marble sitting on the 50-yard line, and the electrons would be like tiny gnats buzzing in the very highest seats of the stands. Everything in between, the vast majority of the stadium, is absolutely nothing. You are, quite literally, a collection of ghosts living in a ghost world. For thousands of years, we were obsessed with finding the ultimate building block, the one thing you couldn't cut in half anymore. The ancient Greeks called it the atomos, which literally means indivisible. We spent centuries believing that atoms were like tiny, solid billiard balls that made up the elements of the periodic table. It was a neat, tidy, and ultimately wrong way of looking at the universe. In 1897, the discovery of the electron shattered that simplicity forever. We realized that the atom wasn't the end of the journey, it was just the front door. We discovered a dense nucleus made of protons and neutrons, and for a short while, we thought those were the final answer. But science is a process of peeling back layers. Just as we got comfortable with the nucleus, we realized that even protons and neutrons had a secret life happening inside of them, leading us down into the rabbit hole of subatomic particles. This is where things get truly fundamental. If you try to smash a proton open, you don't find smaller protons, you find quarks. Quarks are the real deal. They are point-like particles with no internal structure that we know of. They are the Lego bricks that actually build the heavy lifting parts of our world. But there is a catch. Quarks are the ultimate social creatures. Because of a property called confinement, you can never, ever find a single quark sitting by itself in nature. They are bound together by the strong force, which is carried by particles called gluons. Think of it like a cosmic rubber band. If you try to pull two quarks apart, the tension grows stronger and stronger until the energy you're using to pull them actually snaps and creates new quarks. It is the most powerful bond in the known universe, and it is the reason your body doesn't just dissolve into a cloud of subatomic dust. Even though there are many types of particles, the universe is surprisingly efficient. To build almost everything you see, from your smartphone to the sun, you only need a very basic recipe using 3 main ingredients. First, we have the up quark and the down quark. These are the flavors that make up the nucleus. If you take 2 up quarks and 1 down quark, they combine to form a proton. Swap that around to 1 up and 2 downs, and you've got yourself a neutron. It is a simple, elegant system of combinations that builds the entire periodic table. Without these specific arrangements of quarks, there would be no hydrogen to fuel the stars and no carbon to form the basis of life. We are essentially just very complex, walking, talking arrangements of these 2 specific types of quarks, held together in different ratios to create the variety of matter we see around us every single day. While the quarks are huddled together in the nucleus, the third player in our story is the electron. If the quarks are the heavy bricks in the basement, the electron is the lightning-fast ghost zipping through the hallways. Electrons are significantly lighter than protons, about 1,800 times lighter, in fact. They don't sit in neat orbits like planets around a sun. Instead, they exist in a cloud of probability. They are the reason chemistry exists. When atoms meet, it's their electrons that shake hands and form bonds, allowing molecules like water or DNA to form. The electron is also responsible for the electricity that powers your lights and the signals in your brain. Despite being so small that we can't even measure their size, electrons carry a negative charge that perfectly balances the positive charge of the protons, keeping the entire atom electrically neutral and stable enough for the universe to exist. Here is the most mind-blowing part of being made of atoms. You have never actually touched anything in your entire life. Remember that empty space we talked about? When you sit on a chair, the reason you don't fall through it isn't because solid stuff is hitting solid stuff. It's because the electrons in your body and the electrons in the chair both have negative charges. And as we know from basic physics, like charges repel each other. As you get closer to the chair, the electromagnetic force pushes back with incredible strength. You are actually hovering a microscopic distance above the seat on a cushion of invisible force fields. That sensation of touch, or hardness, is just your brain interpreting the massive electromagnetic repulsion between your atoms and the chair's atoms. Physical contact is just a very intense game of "I'm not touching you" happening at the subatomic level between trillions of tiny particles. It is incredibly difficult to wrap our human brains around the scale of these particles. If a single quark were the size of a grain of sand, an entire atom would be larger than a skyscraper. We are macroscopic beings made of microscopic components that operate under rules that feel totally alien to us. Particle physics is the quest to understand this source code of reality. We aren't just looking for smaller and smaller dots. We are trying to understand the fundamental fields and forces that allow these dots to exist and interact. Everything you've ever loved, every mountain you've ever climbed, and every dream you've ever had is built upon this foundation of tiny, vibrating points of energy. When we look at a quark or an electron, we are looking at the very first pages of the story of the universe. It is a world where nothing is actually everything, and where the smallest things have the biggest impact. Today, we've covered the basics, the quarks that build the nucleus and the electrons that dance around it. See you in episode 2.